Okay, so holy cow, I am really, really, really glad. I have only done about not even 20 videos, or actually a little over 20 videos, since the state of my being address. And even though that's the case, several of those videos were either close to, or if not more than, a half an hour. Let's just say I am really glad I emptied and deleted my storage before starting this, because I get the feeling that this is a video that I don't want to do again. So, yes. Don't say I'm doing fine. Just last night I was out pretty late, which I'll get into that momentarily. But first things first, good morning, happy Sunday, everybody. So, foremost, last night I actually went to A-Tealing's Tavern for their ugly sweater party. And a wonderful time. Although, I have like the most not ugly sweater ever. Like seriously, it's on my Facebook. It's literally just like a green sweater. It's well, gosh, it'd be like if you ever seen like a pine tree, like that's the shade of green it is, and that's it. There's like nothing, like no clever holiday writing or nothing like sticking out like a reindeer head or something. Just like the green shirt, and that's it. I had subscribed to the belief that the shirt I was wearing was so incredibly not ugly that it indeed was ugly. So that was the story I was sticking to anyway. So, I mean, you guys know me. I don't really drink. I don't really do much. And plus, if I had to pay for stuff like food at a party, I'm not really going to do it. But out of the blue, like one guy, believe it or not, was actually handing out something. Now, I want to make this perfectly clear. I was a huge nerd back in college. Like, an essential loser. Like, I could probably count on my one hand or two hands the number of times I actually drank when I was in college. And for the most part, it really was only beer. So, nearly 30, I'm turning 30 in less than 2 weeks. Almost turning 30, and not once have I ever had a Jello shot. Needless to say, I righted that wrong last night. Yep, I had my very first Jello shot ever. So, it was actually, Jello shots only $1, but like some guy like bought a bunch or whatever, and he just started giving them out, which, was cool. I guess if you really want to break down an experience, it was actually, believe it or not, it was a little different than what I was expecting. Because it's very clear that whatever alcohol they used for the Jello shots was very much stronger than the actual sweet flavoring of the Jello that they used to make it. For those of you guys who are wondering, it was lime flavored Jello, which, I mean, in my experience, there really is no bad flavor of Jello, but pretty much if it's cherry, raspberry, or strawberry, that's pretty much like what everyone gravitates towards. But if they're not there, lime is usually the go-to, which I'm fine. I mean, I like lime-flavored things. So, yeah. And, I mean, it was just one Jello show. I tried to be an idiot and try to, actually down it like how you're supposed to do it, right? But it's Jello. It sticks in there. So the girl next to me, she's like, sure, you gotta take your finger around the rim and sort of peel it off a little bit. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's how it's like. I mean, again, it was really strong. I mean, it tasted like lime gelatin, only clearly instead of using water for letting the lime flavor show, there was a very strong alcohol in it, which it could have been anything, I don't know. But, I'm glad I got to do it. Again, almost 30 years and not one Jello shot until last night. So, yeah, I guess I could sort of cross it off my bucket list for something I need to do before I turn 30. So, that's really cool. But, outside I had a wonderful time, got to talk, got to chat, it was really good. It was a really fun evening. And, I guess you could say last night I found very, A-Tealling. So anyway, yeah, I got back really late. I didn't go to bed till like 1:30 right now. It's just almost 7:45. So, whew, I am not feeling the greatest in terms of pep and energy, but I can make do, I suppose. But I definitely have enough energy to talk about the games yesterday. Now, I think this is the first time that in a day's worth of games, even though there was only 3 of them, I was right for all of them. But to any and all Buffalo Bills fans who are watching, believe me when I tell you, I really wanted to be wrong about who I picked for that game. I mean, ever since Super Bowl 51, I never bet against Tom Brady. And I'm certainly not going to bet against him up in Foxborough in December. But if it's any consolation, you guys gave him a battle. So don't let, granted, yes, a loss is a loss. But, you can learn a lot from a loss. So, don't let what happened yesterday take away from all the good you did. Because you did really good. So, that being said, I was right about the Texans. I was right about the Patriots, and I was right about the 49ers. Now we get into the rest of the game today. Let's see. The Steelers and the Jets. This is... Actually, where are the standings? Hold on. Okay, I think I'll do, you know what? The Steelers need to try and clinch getting into the playoffs. And I think beating the Jets will do just that. And I think the Jets have obviously come to the fact that they're not really going to do much outside of spoil other teams. So, you know what? I'll pick the Steelers. Yeah, I had like a piece of saliva that I couldn't swallow for whatever reason. So let's see. The Saints and the Titans. Well... The Titans are also fighting for a wild card spot, I believe. So, I think, I'll pick the Saints over the Titans. Why not? Let's see. Panthers over the Colts. The Panthers. I want Christian McCaffrey to have a really big game, and I think he will. Let's see, the Bengals and the Dolphins. If the Dolphins are at home, they're going to win. So, I'll pick the Dolphins. See, okay, this next game is actually quite interesting. See, the Ravens are easily the number 1 team in the AFC, and they only have, 1 loss. Actually, they might have 2 losses. But, that first loss was to the Browns, who they're rematching today. And in Cleveland, mind you. You know what? The Ravens are going to be looking for revenge in that game. I'm picking the Ravens over the Browns. Sorry, Browns fans. Let's see. The Jaguars and the Falcons. Okay. If the Falcons being the 49ers showed us anything, it's that this is the team that we should have seen all year. If they were able to beat the 49ers, they can beat the Jaguars. So you know what? I'm picking the Falcons. Let's see, the Giants and the Redskins. This is interesting. You know what? I'll pick the Redskins over the Giants. I just really can't see any reason why. Again, some of these games are absolutely meaningless. In fact, I don't even know why I'm even bothering picking some of these. But, I did say I would pick all the teams, so I will do just that. So, yeah, the Giants over the Redskins. Lions at the Broncos. You know what? I really do like and respect Matthew Stafford. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, you know what? I really do think he might actually make it into the Hall of Fame one day. And if he can beat a vaunted defense like that consists of Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, I think he can use that. So you know what? I'll pick the Lions over the Broncos. Let's see, the Raiders at the Chargers. You know what? I don't know if the Raiders are out of the hunt, but if they're not, come on, Raiders. I want to be able to do the autumn win thing again. Let's see, the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Ooh. You know, as much as I'm a Kyler Murray fan, the Seahawks are at home. And, you know, after the 49ers won yesterday, the Seahawks need the win here. So, and the game is at 12th, man. So I'll pick the Seahawks. And now we get into the game I really want to talk about, the Cowboys and the Eagles. For the NFC East, this is for all the marbles. This is like the first playoff game of, well, actually, not. Like every game from now on is a playoff game. So, you know what? I can't believe my Cowboys even got themselves in this position at all when they're clearly better than what they are. If they can destroy Philadelphia the first time, they can do it again. Go, Cowboys! Okay, so, my Cowboys. Now, finally, for tonight's game, the Chiefs at Soldier Field against the Bears. You know what? The Chiefs are trying to get that wild cards, or trying to get that bye spot, I think, even though I don't think it's in the reach. But I'll pick the Chiefs anyway. I expect Patrick Mahomes to have a very big game today. So, yes, those are my picks. I picked the Steelers, the Saints, the Panthers, the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Falcons, the Giants, the Lions, the Raiders, the Seahawks. Go! Cowboys! And the... Actually, I didn't... All right, the Chiefs. So, yeah, I had a brain fart right there for a second. I don't know why. So, those are my picks for today. And, yeah... I guess the only other thing I can talk about is when I did my chapter reaction yesterday, I had mentioned how this chapter 966, is probably going to be noted as the best chapter to come out in 2019. Looking back on it, I wasn't kidding. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chapter 957 was great. And had it not been for Chapter 966, which came out, just a couple days ago, I would have said 957 was the best one to come out in 2019. But, yeah. That totally just happened. Oh. Jeez. Yeah, I'm sorry. I went to bed, super duper late. I have, no energy in me at all. But, it is what it is. Man, I hope my Cowboys win today. I'd love to see more Finish This Fight videos, which they always bring on every other day. So, yep. Here is to hoping. Yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about and discuss outside of actually there was one thing I was gonna say. Oh, actually no, I can't because that would be spoilers. Yeah, sorry if this video seems like a little lag or entry, but again, I'm going not even 6 hours of sleep, and honestly, I just want to go back to sleep right now, but, I mean, I have nothing better to do all day, and seriously, I was so tired I couldn't even work out this morning. Then again, for whatever reason, even though I did my laundry yesterday, and I clearly had everything with me, I lost, both of my gloves, which kind of can't really do that if it's as cold as it is. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love the holiday season. I love, being able to wear this hat and stuff like that. But, man, why did it have to be cold? Oh, well. At least Teal's was not even a 3-minute walk for me, so there's that. Like, favorite, share, that subscribe button, follow me on social media, on service location on YouTube. I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hoping you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? To lend an ear. I'll always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. Bye. Okay. Go! Cowboys! Woo! Let's go, Cowboys.